nicely.
Oh. I'm afraid not. Oh, bollocks! Oh, shit! Oh, my dear! Oh, my dear! I'll grab you this. You have my conviction.
You don't know me, but I've found you. It wasn't easy, seeing how you've never met, but her words were persuasive. Once I tracked you down, I went back to her, but she was gone. All I found in the debris was an address, which I've enclosed. I'm going to make sure she's all right. If there's any part of you that cares for your daughter, he'll come too. Signed, R. Price, Private Investigator.
Right, well, this is it. The Isle Tide Hotel.
How much do I owe you?
Nah, forget it. Look, besides, the old tile takes care of anybody getting there. I've always wondered about that place. I reckon a receptionist would probably take any old piece of paper as an invite. I just never had the balls to try. Still, just getting close. I don't know, it means something.
Are you, hey. Never mind. Just,
Excuse me.
Welcome back to the Isle Tide Hotel. If only for our final night. I trust you had a pleasant term, Miss Ray. My apologies. I mistook you for somebody else. How may I help you?
I want a room.
Head grew heavy and your sight grew dim, sir. Well, I'm afraid our rooms are not for booking. May I suggest trying a hotel? I'm sure there must be one nearby.
I'm looking for someone.
It's rather difficult to keep track of those frequenting the Isle Tide. May I inquire as to whom?
Just someone I used to know.
Should you have your eye on a particular patron, the measuring ceremony begins shortly. If I could just see your invitation, sir.
I'm here as a guest.
That's very irregular, sir. It's just that we've never had a guest here at the Isle Tide Hotel. May I ask the name of your host here this evening?
I can't remember.
That's rather peculiar, sir. Not knowing who you're looking for. In any case, it's rather difficult to locate our guests, especially if their name eludes you. You run along now. Chop chop.
Okay. Fine.
I was just... Are you not going in, or... I take it the receptionist wasn't very friendly. Something about him. Otherwise, you'd be in there, right? Unless you're thinking it over. Not me. I'm Christopher.
Your cigarette's not lit.
It'll kill me if I light it. You sound like my doctor. She would... Did you know that you could fail therapy? I was just as surprised. After she... I got this through the post. An invite for an anxiety-ridden introvert to attend a gathering of complete strangers. So, here I am, in the doorway at least, invited by Dr. Aniston himself, or herself. Look, if you think I should go in, I could probably get you in too. We could go together.
Yeah, let's go in together.
You would do that? You would come in with me?
Sure.
Well, great. Come on.
Christopher, sweetie. For a moment there you gave me a fright. I thought we couldn't have you.
Yeah, my friend here, he convinced me.
Hi. I'm Josh Malone.
We don't usually allow guests, but as you convinced my Christopher, I won't put you through the test. But we need you to get fitted. Why don't you go get ready, sweetie?
I'll see you in there. Oh.
You'll be following me, speedily. Arms up, sweetie. Let me measure you. Oh, well, do you wish to participate or not? We need to start the exhibition, and if you don't wish to...
Why are you measuring?
To see if the suit fits, sweetie. It's never just about what we wear, but how we carry it. Key lies in what they value. I create all the experiences here at Our Tide, a clear vision, varied, so that they can find the true core. Below in my call sheet, I just want to find my chameleon. Somebody who can wear them all to perfection. I'll get one ready for you. Go wait in the bar and I'll summon you all through shortly. Off with you, speedily.
Red or gold?
Excuse me?
See? Another verse that doesn't notice them.
Have you never looked up during the swell celebration?
Which is why the balloon should be gold this term.
But red is traditional.
You said that already.
But red is customary.
Customary to always have someone else take the credit. We need to try something new.
What do you think, dear?
I think you should stick with red. By any chance have either of you seen...
Well, if you're both stuck in the past, perhaps I should leave you all behind.
Oh, come back. It's no fun without you.
I'm stuck for choice. I'm swayed towards the white lace, but I wore that last term and nothing changed.
What didn't change?
They failed again to nominate me.
Who wore it best? It sounds exciting.
Well, it's not for everybody.
Any rules?
You choose a mask, and then on the swell you wear something that suits. Who wore it best wins.
And you want to be nominated?
You're nobody if you're not admired.
I'm looking for a girl.
Oh my. Who's she wearing? It's hard to keep up, frankly. They always outdo me in the term's latest fashions. I can tell she means a lot to you. The way you failed to look at me. It's perfectly acceptable to do it alone, but I think it's best to have a partner. Am I right?
Sure.
Well, you should find someone to help you.
It's 5 o'clock. Get the sound of the tone.
You realise Dr. Aniston could be anybody. I wonder if he's here.
I've got no closer to finding the core this tide. Waste of a suit.
You're here to see me, no doubt? Yes, I'm Jordan Hemlock. I'm not surprised you've heard. They chatter in their boxes. You see, I've spent more time alone this term and began to ponder the word term. Horrid sounding. Ergo, I've created a petition for the Grand Elect to change the terminology. What do you think of the word span?
Actually, I was hoping you might be able to help me. I'm looking for a young girl.
That's awful. All wrong. You're not going to get very far wording it like that. Where's the context? The connection? If she were important, why did you lose her? You have to draw people in, give them a reason to listen. The Grand Elect's not going to concern themselves with personal matters like that. You have to... Oh, never mind.
Good afternoon, sweeties. Tonight's measuring is underway, so if you could adorn your robes, masks, and follow me speedily, the Grand Elect await.
You don't know me, but I found you. That's what I wrote in the letter. On Price.
Your price?
What did you expect?
Oh, jeez.
Bet myself a bottle of Bushmills you wouldn't show. Heard you were never around. And people don't change. So figured it an easy bet. Those who do, you have to watch out for. So why are you here?
I'm here for Eleanor.
What, have some newfound fatherhood? Or looking to make
Yeah, I came, didn't I?
Makes no difference.
Well, why did you write the letter?
In case something happens to me, at least someone would know where she is.
So have you found her?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Save you the trouble. Christ.
Hey, you don't know what happened.
I know she could barely crawl when you walked out. Missed every step she ever took. But I guess you taught her one valuable lesson. You can't rely on anyone. Well, if you want to find Eleanor, you'll have to change. The guests are getting together downstairs dressed in these. I'm going to get one, go down there and find out who has her. And if you don't show, I won't be surprised. Doubt she would either.
What does yours do for a living?
Accountant. Boring. London-based, so the commute's a nightmare.
I'm looking to settle down next time.
Do you sweat much?
Got newfound respect, mind you. Didn't get promoted once. Bloody bunch of tossers.
Told you so. And you said I was whining. I hope you learned something.
Yeah. It's never subtle. It's obvious where they're looking. Right here. Bloody off-putting.
Oh, sorry.
Looking forward to making some new friends. It's been a lonely term. Don't pick me.
Have you signed my petition? I'm Jordan Hemlock. You may have heard I'm arguing the etiquettes, so it's ergo rather important.
Well, I've been here since '69 and they've never changed a word. What do you think of my mask? Suits me. Am I right?
You don't know me, but I found you. Stop you, my love. Stop shaking like a teenager's wrist. Guessing these aren't your average guests. There's a lot of them. Not sure on their choice of robe, though. What's up with you?
Just nervous.
What kind of?
That's what I'm nervous about. Not sure how to explain to her where I've been all these years.
are not harvested from thorn trees, nor are figs gathered from thistles, for they yield no fruit. Peel comes before the fruit to protect it, but that shall not be so on the swell. Just as the great ocean has one taste, the taste of salt, so too shall this tide, the taste of life. To reach the fruit, we must first cut away the peel. Simul justus e peccator.
Good afternoon, Verse. Nice to see our body. Hope you all had a lovely time. If you're new, or would like reminding, the 9-chapter etiquettes can be found in your rooms, or on the notice board in the lobby. It is my pleasure to introduce the Grand Elect.
We are who we say we are. Praise be to Dr. Aniston, founder of the Tide and seeker of the core.
Praise. Praise. Praise.
First we have taken the measure of each other. Now comes the fitting. Bring forth the new verse. Give us your name.
Christopher?
Give us your name, and we will change it. Give us your suit, and we shall swap it. In the giving and the changing, only the core will remain. And in the core, purpose.
I've changed my mind. Sorry. I don't want to do this. I was talked into it. No, please. No!
Before we embark, does anybody wish to shed guilt for the term?
Last term, I practiced as the priest. I found it hard. I confess, I turned to drink. And I got a tattoo.
Etiquette 7 has been broken. To impart manners, your choice of suits for the coming term shall be halved.
Forgive me.
You are already forgiven.
I committed a crime on the previous term, which verse 37 was arrested for.
Etiquette 4 has been broken. To impart manners, your suit shall be chosen for you. You are already forgiven. I too wish to shed. The whispers you have heard of a young girl are true. chosen by Dr. Aniston herself for this deviation of etiquettes. She will be presented to all at tonight's swell celebrations. A hearing for all. Until such time, we shall proceed from the measure to the fitting.
So what do we do?
I need a moment to think before you backwash words. This shit gives me the creeps. Figured they'd be some kind of cult.
So did you call the police then?
I'm not related. Lack of cause for concern said I barely knew her. But I know what she's going through. Can't rely on them anyway. Called on your ex as well. She reckons Eleanor ran away. Flashed me some note Eleanor left, but I didn't buy it. Lucky I spotted the hotel card before she did. She also didn't believe Eleanor would have hired me to find you. 5-star reviews there. So here I am, stuck with the only one who barely knows her.
Look, I get it.
No, you don't. Eleanor may have been taken, but to her, you've been missing a lot longer.
What will they do with her?
You shouldn't be thinking about that. She won't be. She's thinking of home, and her own bed, and what picture they used in the papers. How she's going to thank everyone for looking. And how the only way to stop her face itching from all the dry tears is just to cry some more.
Sounds like you know the feeling.
Question is, what do they want with her? There's two choices that make sense. See her in the cute red mask? That's the cleaner. Caught sight of her upstairs. She's got to know where Eleanor is. Housekeeping's always a good source. Or the big fella. Dorman's bound to know where she's being kept. Probably carried her in. That's what I'm here thinking. Could try sweet-talking her, but he'll need more persuading.
I think you're right. He must have seen something. Let's get him.
This is your idea, though. You've got to be prepared. Quick. Hey, who am I? No? Kurt Russell in Big Trouble, Little China? The bit in the wheelchair when he falls off. Hey. You awake? You hear me? Where is she? Eleanor, where is she? Answer me. Answer me. Where's Eleanor Malone? I'm not going to ask again. Tell me where you're keeping Eleanor.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing?
If we don't find out what room she's in soon, it'll be too late. There's too many of them down there, and I get nervous with public speaking, so this is our only shot. Hit him.
What?
You want to find her? Be a parent? This is what it takes. Now, can she rely on you or not? Hit him!
Oh.
Where is she? I know you brought her in. You may have taken care of her too. I bet you were even nice to her, right? Bet it felt good, looking after her, feeding her. Oh, you did. Hey, look at me. She's not your pet. Hit him.
Tell us where she is.
You know all those times she smiled? Every time she thanked you, said your name? She didn't mean it. She wasn't being nice. She doesn't give a shit about you. Hit him. You're gonna cry now? She never asked for any of this. She'll never trust anyone again. She'll grow up angry and bitter. Where is she? Where's the girl? Hit him again. What are you doing? Hit him. You'll never see Eleanor again. He's our only shot. We have to make him talk. Now hit him. You're gonna cry now? She never asked for any of this. She'll never trust anyone again. She'll grow up angry and bitter. Where is she? Where's the girl? Hit him again.
Please stop, you're hurting me. Please don't tell them that I spoke. I didn't mean to. You were hitting me.
What are you talking about?
Well, they wanted me to be the strong, silent type, but that's just not me. I love to gossip. It's so good to speak. A thank you would be nice, aye. Yeah, your bag is very heavy. What the hell have you got in it? No, I won't be here at 2 o'clock in the morning to open the door for you. I get very tired. I was so close. Please don't tell the receptionist.
I don't take requests. Tell me where she is. Tell me where she is.
I can't. Then they'll know I spoke.
Tell me where she is.
I didn't take her. Please, don't do this.
Give her back.
She's not mine to give. I don't know.
Right. Maybe we should think.
What? You're feeling sorry for him? What about her? I'll never stop. Never. Now hit him.
Tell me where my daughter is, so I don't have to hit you again.
I don't know anything. I didn't know anyone was looking for her, but...
I'm here. I'm looking. Don't you say that, you...
15! 15! She's in room 15, I'm sorry.
Eleanor.
We're too late.
We'll find her.
Where? You don't get it. She's downstairs with them. We can't get to her now. We'll find her. Jesus. Yeah, that's the first thing. The first thing you've said that's even sounded like you give a shit. The first time that you've sounded like her father. Why are you even here? She wouldn't even be here if she was my daughter.
Not mine.
What?
Eleanor. She's not my daughter.
What are you talking about?
I never said that. In fact, I've never said that.
Your name's on the birth certificate.
Yeah. You kept me on there. For her sake. You know, maybe you're right. I don't even know why I'm... You can't miss what you never had. Never really had.
Why now?
Your letter. It meant she was looking.
Christ, if you'd looked sooner then... It might have gone well.
And I know what I was missing. Somehow I was safer this way. But now she's missing and
You're here.
Yeah.
Come on, there must be something in here. Start looking. Thought you can't miss what you've never had.
Sometimes you can't help but imagine.
You should have reached out. You could have hired someone. There's plenty of people like me out there.
Oh, shit. Really?
Had a bear. Similar to that growing up. It's my favourite.
Unless she still has it.
You bought her that.
Well, I may have left. I'm not completely heartless.
Why would they bring that? You don't kidnap someone and bring their prize Teddy along for the ride. She's 17. A whole bag of her stuff.
What does that mean?
This wasn't some random grab.
What's that?
Won't people be there? I'm scared. It's her writing. I'll sneak you out of the orangery.
Mr. H. Well, at least someone's helping her.
She used to lock me in the house when she popped out. My mum. I'd always find a way to sneak out. I'd head to the park in the summer. I'd force the boys to let me play football with them. There was this small car park with tall trees around it. That's where he grabbed me. I was too young to know what he was doing at the time. He even thought he'd let me go after. When that room finally got colder, I knew they couldn't find me. Think of Mum and Dad. I would sit in his crook when he watched his films. I remember seeing them pick the locks. Of course, it's much easier in the movies. I only have my hairpins. Much harder to learn. Took me a long time. When when that door finally opened. It wasn't even that far from home. I outran all the boys that day. Across the park. The front door was unlocked. I ran straight in to find Mum drunk. Dad had left. I'd stopped looking. I found my dad years later with his new wife and his new kid playing in a park. He knew I got out. Knew I was home. But he still never came. Promised myself I would never be like him. Never give up.
It sounds terrible, but this doesn't help, Eleanor. They could be long gone.
Ice is still hard.
Look at all this stuff. It's labelled room 8 to 51.
It's not just Eleanor he's smuggling.
Or she. Well, it could be anyone.
Why are they sneaking crap around?
Their memories. Keepsakes.
We're out of time. But we're getting together downstairs. We have to go.
They might have got her out already.
I don't want to take that chance. We should get down there.
We don't know who we're looking for.
I won't leave her down there alone. I want her to know someone's here. Someone came to find her. You stay. Find out whose room this is. Don't get confused with shit that isn't theirs. Look for personal stuff. And don't leave me down there alone. You'll come looking for me, right? I'll meet you at the bar.
I was wondering if you could smuggle over
Look, I found one. See, she has lots of friends. This is Grace, Sarah, Emily, and I need to keep reading. Janice, I think.
I just don't like it. Look, I'm taller now. You like that?
No, I don't like it.
Why? Tell me why you don't like it.
Because I just changed my damn mind to Darius, that's why. Now get your ass upstairs and put on the other suit.
First of all, check your tone. And second of all, I ain't changing. I'm feeling fresh.
You just better stop your crying or I'll give you something to cry about.
Okay. What are you gonna do about it?
I'll leave your ass here the whole term.
Oh, yeah, I wish you would.
Yeah. What'd you think? Bit of all right? I saw it early and I thought, yes. I'm really looking forward to taking this for a spin. Yeah. Do you fancy a peek? Yeah, go on. No? All right, suit yourself. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
Yes, yes. I'm feeling much better, but I'm not playing any more chess this term. You'll have to wait until the next swell. But as reigning champion, I'm happy to answer questions you may have.
Thank you.
You're here to ask, no doubt. Answer's no. Failed to get enough signatures. A go? They'll refuse to change the wording.
Jordan.
No, you're supposed to start afresh, but this is important. I'll give it another crack next term. Span, I mean. Just hope she can last.
Coming at you live from the Altai with another dance on the swell. The night of no return for the term. Make sure that suit fits. 7:45 at the sound of the beep.
2 McAllens. Neat.
I know who we need to find.
It's hopeless. They've changed. Everybody. This whole place, it's like they've... How are we supposed to know who anyone is? How do I even know it's here?
Well, how do I know who you are?
Then we agree. You can only rely on yourself. Nobody else.
Okay, sweeties. That's the mission bell. If you're happy with your fit, please make your way to the hall for the Swell Night celebrations. Speedily.
Come on. We might still have time.
Exercise will it take to keep that up?
It's got its own fitness manual.
Term of retirement for me.
Are you sure this is it?
The letter said they'd meet in the orangery, but I don't see him.
It wouldn't matter anyway. He could be anyone. We need to get this right. Ask the wrong person the wrong question, it'll give the game away. We need to be subtle.
We should bring our special guest out soon. One final song until the swell night begins and we present our newest verse of the year.
Screw all that. Pick one. Find a connection. Once you're sure, give me the signal and we'll ask together, but you have to be sure.
Right.
What do you think of her? Would you want a taste? Picked her for my ex. We were married. Happy, truly. We spent our evenings just dancing. Used to throw lavish parties every New Year's with delectable canapé and have everyone dancing until midnight. Spirit of the town.
Look, I'm really sorry, but we don't have time for this.
How rude!
Evening.
Oh. Good evening, sir. Madam. Splendid swell, isn't it?
Can I get you a drink?
I do believe it customary to partake in a beverage. But I gave that rank up many, many terms ago.
Any reason?
I turned out to be a cheap date. Blindingly slow. But don't let me stop you. You never know when it'll be your last.
you helping Eleanor?
I'm afraid you must have me mistaken for somebody else.
Is that it? Is that all we can...
We are who we say we are. We have measured, we have fitted. The swell night dawns, and with it the beginning of a new tide. Bring out the new verse.
I get it. If I could have found her, if I could have saved her, then I was right. But now I know how they felt. Helpless.
Should anybody here give any reason why this girl should not be given to Dr. Aniston?
It's not too late.
For the means of the call.
We all need to walk away sometimes. Trust me.
Speak now.
I'll tell her you came. Now go.
I'm Eleanor's father.
Who are you?
I'm Eleanor's father.
No, you're not. We know you're not.
I am who I say I am.
It is true. Dr. Aniston is our founder and seeker of the core. But the etiquettes are above all and state that no mind until fully developed shall be used. Rules and traditions should be followed. Does anybody here agree? Then we are agreed. You have our blessing to leave with the girl. But first, you shall meet with Dr. Aniston.
no reason rats are bred in the lab. They don't bite. They have no experiences, ergo, the cage doesn't frighten them. But parenthood frightened you. Am I right? Joshy?
Have we met?
Intimately. Though I never expected to again, not after I told you she wasn't yours.
I knew it. I knew she wouldn't have... Not like that. It was you. You took her.
Aren't you impressed? They've all swapped bodies. They all choose to. As did she. Adventurous one, your wife. Not unlike my husband, my real husband. It was his idea that we use the machine so that my work would be taken seriously as him. Huh? It worked, of course. I transferred my consciousness into his. But I miscalculated the trajectory and sent him into the walls of this building. I learned a valuable lesson that night. The machine requires a spherical design.
You murdered him?
I made history. By erasing his. But they made me vow never to sacrifice another's experience to bring him back. The experience sparked a new thesis. Was his death in vain, or now complete? See, the machine is no longer the answer, but the tool. To walk in the footsteps of others and find a common core, our purpose in life. Why did you come, Josh? Weren't you looking for a greater purpose than making others rich? I mean, we both know you never wanted children. That's why you were chosen.
I came for her.
Now you have her. What's that going to solve? You've seen the others, am I right? They're given the opportunity of lifetimes, squandered by their own personal prices. They don't appreciate the sacrifice it would take. Only him. There's no evidence he can't return.
You want to bring your husband back?
Imagine what he's seen, what knowledge he could impart. Whether there truly is a place beyond our own. I mean, even a god.
By sacrificing Eleanor.
One thing I know to be fact. This is the meaning of her life. She was bred for this. I almost envy her.
Her life isn't meaningless.
Far from it, sweetie. Her life is meaning. She will give us all purpose. All those who follow. After her, no other life will be wasted. Let me tell you why you came. For the experience. can keep that packed bag by the door. There's no waste in the scientific method. Only more answers. So, what is yours? You've chosen. Fair enough. We're not monsters here, Josh. We could force someone, but we follow a higher purpose. One governed by etiquettes. But the etiquettes forbid you from taking her without first proving her value to you.
Hey!
I love you.
Feel storm coming, blowing out everything. head is heavy from all this wanting. Trying to find the truth